Hello friends and potential friends. Well, 'tis the season for overeating, baking and cooking and stuffing myself. And one of the things that I like to have for Thanksgiving every year is pumpkin bread. Now I got this from a YouTube channel that no longer seems to be active, but I will put a link to the video that I got this from down below. And maybe I'll even include the recipe. But this is going to make 2 small loaves of pumpkin bread, which to be honest I treat more like pumpkin cake. And to do so I need 2 cups of flour. In here I've got a half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of ground clove, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, and a half a teaspoon of salt. I also need 2 cups of sugar, 1½ sticks of unsalted butter, 2 large eggs, and 1 15-ounce can of pure pumpkin. I do not have a 15-ounce can. This one is actually 29 ounces. I may use a little bit extra, but I can't use it all. So, and one of these years I might actually learn how to grow pumpkins and be able to start making it with my own pumpkins. And the instructions are pretty simple. Combine the flour, baking soda, baking powder, clove, cinnamon, nutmeg, and mix it up good. In another bowl, combine the sugar and the butter, blend that well, which is why I'm using my KitchenAid bowl. Then I add the pumpkin puree to that one, add the 2 eggs, blend it up real good, and then I take the flour concoction, which will be in this bowl, and slowly blend it into this one. Put it in 2 bread pans. Sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon sugar. Bake it at 325 degrees for 60 to 70 minutes. So let's get started. We're going to start by combining the flour, the mix of materials, find my favorite mixing fork, mix this up good, make sure I get rid of all the lumps. That's mixed fairly well. Set that aside. In this bowl I'm going to put the sugar and the butter. There's the sugar. There's the butter. Incidentally, I've had this butter sitting out for a little while so it would soften up. Now I need to put this on the KitchenAid and then reposition the camera. So let me get that done. Okay, now I need to blend up that sugar and butter. Yep, I let it get good and soft, so that's going to work. weapon. Now I need to open up this can of pumpkin and start adding in the pumpkin puree. That's pretty close to a pound there. So we'll mix that up a little bit. That's getting mixed pretty good. Tastes pretty good too. Add in 2 eggs. 1, 2. And let that mix for a little bit. Okay, now I need to add in the flour concoction a little bit at a time. So we'll just add that little bit and mix it in. Add a bit more. And add the rest of it. Whee, that was fun. Okay, that looks about right there. While I'm at it, I'll get the oven warming up. A little bit of spray on the bread pans. And now I need to reposition the camera again. Now I need to split this up between the 2 cake pans, or bread pans. Divide it up as evenly as I can. And I'm probably blocking the camera because there's not a good angle in this kitchen for this. Basically, I'm just guesstimating, trying to make them both even. And I'm going to forego the cinnamon sugar mix because I've got some of Peanut Pepper's pumpkin butter that I'm going to be putting on top of that when I eat it. So now we just wait for the oven to heat up, and then we put that in the oven at 325 for 60 to 70 minutes. And I'll bring you back when we get to the end of that part. Meanwhile, I'm going to clean up my mess a little bit. Okay, my latest timer just went off. These things should be about ready. And I'm just going to take them out, put them up here on the stove to start with. Now let's do a toothpick test. Clean. Clean. Now the hardest part, letting them cool. They look good. Well, they've been cooling for about 15 minutes. Let's see how this is going to work. Oh yeah. I'm still not going to be able to use my hands for that, but nice. Yep, pop right out, that's good. Let's see if I can turn it over. That looks pretty good. Now I have to really let it cool for a little bit. That looks like it turned out good. Can't wait to get a taste of it. But that's where we're at now. I'll be tasting that tomorrow with a bunch of other goodies. Okay, I've resisted as long as I can. Yep, that looks like it got done. Mmm. That turned out pretty good. That's going to go nice with dinner tomorrow. And until then, I'll see you on the next one.